Okay. Interesting thing happened to me recently. I was coming back from an art show with my girlfriend, December Rose. Now, many of you know that she and I are having a kid together. Woo! So, she turned to me and she said, honey, I don't feel well. And I said, what do you mean? And she said, I'm feeling cramps. And what she was referring to, she was feeling cramps in her lower abdominal section, which, if you're with child, is not a good thing. So I Mario Andretti'd it to the hospital, and we went to the ER. And it was the ER, so we were there for like 3 hours, and then we got a room. And I was ridiculously tired, running on not much of much, and I had work say 4 hours after we finally got in the room. So I curled up on the floor and I tried to go to sleep. I've slept on many floors over the years, airports, hospitals, and it was not exactly refreshing. So I was lying there, and a woman came in with a little mechanism of some kind, and she said that she was going to try to pick up the baby's heartbeat, make sure the baby's okay. And as I was lying there, I thought to myself, when I hear this kid's heartbeat, I'm going to cry. I just know. And, you know, as she was getting set up, you know, the macho, like, jackass part of me kicked in. So I'm like, all right, look, if I'm going to cry, then I'll just do it as quietly as I can. So hopefully they won't hear me. So then you know, the machine kicked in, and all of a sudden you hear the heartbeat of the baby, which is going ridiculously fast, which I found out is how it's normally supposed to be. Alright? And I was lying there on the floor, and I started wailing. I'm lying there, and I would go, and I was so out of it. When I don't sleep, I turn into a Fruit Loop, and I just said, screw it, and I just went, the tech's like, is something wrong with him? And she's like, I don't know. But as I was lying there crying, that was when it officially occurred to me. I'm going to be a dad. Thank you. And since then, I've been thinking about a lot of the things that have come and gone in my life. And a lot of the people that have down me as a person, not as an artist, do that all you want, not as anything else, you get down on me all you want. Me as a person, the people who are doubting me and saying this, that, and the other, not to bring my ex up, my ex told me once flat out she would not trust me around my child. I said, why? She just said, I don't trust you. Fuck her. Exactly. And doing all this, I thought to myself, at this juncture in my life, with this little person coming in who's going to be looking up at me and saying, Daddy, I need you, I determined this. That's where I get just a little bit energetic. Yeah. I've determined that I will be the greatest father and the greatest husband that I will ever be, that I could ever be in the history of me. I determined that I will be there every day for that kid. And I determined that I will be the one for this kid, boy, girl, I don't care, to look up to and say, Dad, you're a halfway decent guy. And honestly, I cannot for the life of me understand why anybody who's put into this position couldn't look through the pressures, couldn't look through the sacrifices, and couldn't look through the unquenchable building constant fear that you will be a terrible father. I don't see how there's any way anybody doesn't have the ability to look past that to this little creature whose heartbeat you hear for the first time and say, I'm yours. Thank you.